was 1984. I must have been 23 years old. Yes, I was 23 years old. And I got the opportunity of a lifetime. I would get a chance to drive for Domino's Pizza. It was a brand new pizza operation, a brand new store. I think Domino's had just come into the area and they were expanding, and so I came in as a driver, and it was great. I had my own car. It was a Fairmont, a Ford Fairmont. I'm not sure what year it was, but it had some power. It had some speed, so I can zip around the city as fast as necessary, because back in the day, Domino Pizza had a policy. The pizza had to be delivered in 30 minutes or less, or it was free. And of course, the proprietors of the store wanted the pizza to be delivered in time so that they didn't give away free pizza. And I was one of the fastest and the best drivers on the payroll. Back in those days, delivery drivers didn't have the benefit of GPS technology, so we had to use maps and figure out how to get to where we were going, the most efficient route. And yeah, it was a challenge, but we made that challenge, and drivers also had to keep moving when they returned to the store. Even if there wasn't a delivery to go out immediately, we had to find something to do, sweep the floor, clean somewhere, always keep moving on the job. Don't sit down. The only time you sit down is when you are sitting down in the car or the truck to drive off to deliver that pizza. And so I have just a few reflections about driving for Domino's as a black man. And I think I was treated fairly by the white proprietors, the owners of the building. I didn't feel any discrimination, and the customers were happy to see me, black or white or whatever race they were, when I showed up with hot pizza. But one day, driving home from a delivery, I dropped off my uniforms because that was customary for me. I didn't want to wear my uniform. I took the sign off my car, which I had to do, and I left the workplace. And going on the way home, because I was off campus now, I was a student at Oakwood College. It's a HBCU. If you are not familiar with the acronym HBCU, it means historically black colleges and universities. And Oakwood College is one of those. It might not be as popular or as renowned as Spelman or Tuskegee or other institutions you hear about all the time, but we believe, at least the history says, that Moran Hall at Oakwood College was the first place that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered the I Have a Dream speech. This was before the iconic speech on the National Mall right there in Lincoln Memorial on August 1963. Yeah, HBCU University institution. So I made a wrong turn on the way home into what happened to be a trailer park. I didn't know it was, but I was immediately confronted by a bunch of white teenagers and young men. And when they saw what I looked like, they pulled up rocks and began throwing at my car, and I sped out of there as quick as I could. But otherwise from that, I didn't really experience much racial discrimination. I did get a plaque for Driver of the Month because I was honest. Someone gave me, I guess it's an extra 20 when they paid for their pizza. They didn't know it, but I figured it out when I got in and started checking my monies, and took it back to the customer. and they reported it to the to the boss, to the manager, and so I got a plaque, and I still have that plaque somewhere in my house today. I can't find it because it's in the storage. I have to go through many boxes to find it. And I had a problem though with working at Domino's. It's because I had to shave my face, my beard and my mustache, and I have a little problem with doing that. So I don't shave today, but I get razor bumps, awful, painful razor bumps that last a long time, sometimes over a year if I shave my face. So I would like to believe that because of the hair problem and the razor bumps that I have more African blood in me than my dad ever had, because my dad never had any problems with razor bumps. He could shave, you know, he was in the military. He was always clean shaven, and I always, you know, was jealous of that ability that he had, but maybe he had less African blood in his ancestry, in his system. Yeah, but I had real trouble with razor bumps. So, like I say, I just said I don't shave. I cannot shave anymore. I had to appear to work shaven, and that is not the reason why I stopped working at Domino's. I stopped working there because, well, you know, we move on with time. But the reason I stopped at that particular time because I am a vegetarian, and I was having problems, some problems with serving meat and delivering meat to people. When I was a vegetarian, I didn't believe in eating meat. But otherwise, I had a good time at Domino's. And here's what happened. In that job, I crashed my car one day delivering pizza. I was going too fast on Maston Lake, I think it was, somewhere, and I collided with a lady, a white lady, and she had her children in the car, and yeah, that was messed up. And I know it was my fault, and we got to resolve no fighting, no racial epithets and that kind of stuff. But when my car was in the shop being repaired, Domino's Pizza let me use their brand new pickup truck with the Domino's Pizza sign on the side of it. It was a Toyota, beautiful Toyota pickup truck. And one day I was delivering pizza to A&M University, the dorms, and I stopped, parked, and I went up to deliver my pizza. And the football players, they were there. I think it was 3 pizzas I delivered at that one spot, and they were very happy. And I went back to my truck, and I got down to the parking lot and the truck was missing. It was gone. I immediately figured that someone had stolen my truck, my company truck. And I saw some football players on the side of the building laughing and having a good time and pointing at me. And I walked around looking for my truck, and there it was. It was on the other side of the building. And you know what happened? Those big, strapping, strong football players, they picked up the truck. Maybe they just picked up the back of it, or however they did it, and they moved it. They hid it from me. Well, I was so happy to find the truck, and yeah, they had a good laugh at me. But that's how it was in 1984.